In this video, I want to tell you about the foundations that brought me to the point of my life that I am now. I want to tell you my story because it can be valuable to you, and I will share some tips along the way, so stick around to the end. Hey, if we're just getting to know ourselves, my name is David Rodriguez, and I lived in Puerto Rico for the first 21 years of my life. And I gotta say, my life was full of endeavors I never took seriously. I was literally turning into a quitter. I started a civil engineering degree and I quit halfway. I started a military career and I left as soon as I could. I started a teaching degree and I only put in like a year of studying. In general, I was not setting myself up for success. I started diets and fitness plans I never saw through. I had small jobs here and there that I never grew or built any wealth in. Now, all of this sounds sad, but it's the beginning of the great life that I have now. 4 days after my 22nd birthday, I moved to Louisiana and everything changed. My dad actually paid to have me relocated because I only had literally $87 to my name. I had to change. I had to take my life seriously. So here comes tip number 1. Build what you need first. So first things first, if I'm gonna take my life seriously, I need to make money. So as soon as I got to my new home, I had to find a job. My dad introduced me to a friend of his that got me a job just because my dad asked him for one. This guy eventually became my mentor, and I learned that working hard is temporary, that even though becoming a pipe insulator was not my dream, it was a job that could eventually lead me to something more, and his friendship helped me to grow to what I am now. And that brings me to tip number 2. Build connections. Networking and building healthy relationships with the people around you is going to be key to success. Success always depends on the people you work with, the people you work for, and the people that work for you. So I started that new job and I did not want to disappoint my dad for bringing me to Louisiana. I didn't want to disappoint that guy who recommended me for that job without even knowing me. And also, I did not want to disappoint myself. I owed it to myself to become someone. So I worked for this company for about a year and a half as a pipe insulator helper. But I decided I need to keep learning the trade and improve every day. I kept practicing and learning and working as much overtime as my bosses wanted. Sometimes I even worked 84 hours a week. After a year and a half, my boss actually promoted me to top class and I got a substantial raise, which was great, but not enough for what I was trying to achieve. Slowly, the people I worked for started to change jobs for different reasons, and I found the opportunity to grow. I became in charge of the whole installation department for that site that I worked for another 6 months. I worked for a total of 3.5 years there, and I learned that if I want to grow, I need to put in the work before the reward. The reward comes naturally if you focus your goals to what you want. So hey, if you are getting value out of this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe and let me know in the comments, what was your first job? I never thought that I would be a pipe insulator. I left that job for a much better one, closer to home because it made sense to me at the time. I had purchased my house and I was more established. I was determined to not pay rent to someone else. And I'm pretty independent, so I did not want to live at my dad's house. So a couple of years have passed And I realized that even though I've built wealth slowly, I've neglected so many other things. My finances have been good and stable, but I ignored my health and my fitness, my education, my hobbies, my talent. It was time to start something anew. So tip number 3 is all about working for yourself. Even if you don't have a business, you need to be working for yourself. And I don't mean that you have to go and start a business, but you need to invest in yourself. If you exercise and live an active lifestyle, it will give you that motivation and fuel to pursue your passions. So after building wealth, I added working out to my routine. And now I feel that I've adjusted to working out and slowly losing some weight, by the way. I can incorporate other hobbies and talent. I also grew in my spiritual life. I took the time to get to know God and grow closer to Him. Don't forget that you decide when to incorporate each element. I strongly recommend being financially stable and comfortable because financial peace helps you reach your other goals. That's why I'm on YouTube. I've gathered so much experience on how to do things that don't work, how to do things that eventually work, and I've always been good at performing, so YouTube is the perfect outlet for this. Eventually, I hope to make this part of my business plan, and I hope that you will join me for the ride and subscribe and watch these videos till the end. Participate. Tell me what I did good, what I did right. Let's build a community of like-minded people that build each other up. So, to recap, build what you need first. So set priorities and a good foundation to grow. Build strong connections. There are people that you need to succeed, and there are people that will benefit from your connection. So always give and you will receive. And remember to grow spiritually and work on yourself. Lately, a phrase that's stuck in my head is clock in when you clock out. And what I mean about that is that when you are working at any company or however you make your money, you're enriching the entity you work for. But the day has 24 hours and you probably only work 8 to 12 of those. So you are responsible for working the rest of the day. So plan to do something on your time off and plan a day you actually want to have so you can actually stick to your plan. Make time for others and volunteer your time. Building others actually helps us so much. We discover things about ourselves that we did not know, and we help others achieve success, which will give you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. And that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Check out some of our other videos, and I'll see you on the next one.